It's Monday. How's everybody's Monday going? Oh, I forgot to turn my AC off. There we go. Yeah. Probably not going to have many people watching live today because, well, never do anyway, but I'm not on Facebook right now or my Instagram. I am on my photography Instagram page, just posting some pictures that I've been meaning to put up, but yeah, I deactivated both those. I just couldn't do it. Um, I kept looking at their Facebook and Instagrams, and it just not knowing what's going on it kills me, and I feel just like crap because most other people would have just like, oh, well, it's over. All right, let me move on. I can't. I don't know why I can't move on. I can't stop thinking about them, and it sucks. And I've said that so many damn times on this thing, and I'm getting tired of hearing myself say it. And then, like, I don't. For a while, I had people text me all the time when me and her were together, like, wanting to hang out and all that. And now I don't get anything. I don't get any people texting me to hang out or anything. And I don't know if it's just coincidence or what, but it makes me think that, nobody wants to be around me. So, and I'm trying not to be like the depressive person that you see a lot on here, and it's hard to hide it. It really is. And I don't know what to do. I really don't. Like, I can't. Like, I've talked about it. Talked to people about it, and all they do is give me advice on, like, oh, well, do this, do that. And I'm like, what? Why do I need to do that? Like, some of the stuff that people tell me to do, it just doesn't make sense to me. It's like, oh, go do stuff for yourself. I'm like, oh, like what? I really, I can't. I don't have anything to go do. Like, I'm in debt up to my freaking eyeballs. Like, and I can't figure out how to get out of it. Like, I have no ways. Like, it's honestly just overwhelming. Like, and this is public, so I don't even really care. I looked into bankruptcy. I can't do it because I make too much money. I'm like, wait, you make too much money because I don't have any property. I don't have any. All my bills are consumer loans, pretty much, or consumer debt. So it's only really for people who have like houses that they're paying on apartments. The stuff that you need. And so it just got away from me. It really did. Like, I thought I was doing good, and then suddenly I was like, crap, just had to keep paying stuff on cards to survive. Like, I lost when I got divorced. I finally got the paperwork and all that. I lost my TRICARE, so I had to go with civilian insurance, pretty much, and they don't pay for anything. I have to do co-pays and deductibles and all this and that, and I had to pay like $400 to $500 a month for my medication, and it was killing me for almost a year and a half. And that catches up quick because I had to pay bills, so I didn't have money in my bank to pay it, so I had to put up credit cards, and then I had to pay the credit. It just, yeah. I mean, there's a lot of stuff I probably didn't need to buy, and that's my fault, not blaming my ADHD, but that's why I did it. Trying to get the dopamine hit of buying stuff, and I would convince myself of, oh no, it's okay, because I'll just, I'm gonna get it, this, that. Yeah, it just, yeah, not paying attention really, and hoping and dreaming that I was gonna get a raise when I didn't, because they stopped all raises because they were gonna, supposedly give us a cost of living increase. I was like, all right, cool. When is that gonna happen? Oh, a month or two. That was 8 months ago. So, and again, like, I can't go somewhere else because then I lose a whole bunch of stuff, benefits. I lose my, what is it, technician retention through Volkswagen that I'm supposed to be getting later this year. I mean, it's only $1,000, but I mean, I could use that. I mean, I have to save some of it for taxes because they 1099 it, and I'm like, bastards. But, and like, I don't know. Like, I looked, I had a thought, I had an idea of how to file bankruptcy so I can get back on my feet again, because it's been rough. It's been so rough. And, I was gonna, stop working for a couple months, just to lower my 6-month income so I could do it. But I found out that you can't do that. They actually look for that stuff. So that's kind of like fraud, and they look, frown upon that. So I'm like, well, can't do that. So I have no idea what I'm going to do. I looked into, so that's 7 or 13, but the one that pipe everything. I've done that one before. And yes, I did that before. I didn't learn my lesson. Well, I did, and then I forgot it. So, and then the other one is like you pay everything back, which takes like 3 to 5 years. But I did the calculations for it on the payment back, and it's only like a little bit less a month, like not even enough to help me out, and it freezes all my cards. I can't get credit. It puts me in this weird state where I'm going through bankruptcy. So I can't get a house. I can't get an apartment. I can't get another, like, if something happens to my car and I have to get another car, I can't get a car. I have to like pay cash for one. And if I do, I have to, ask if I can. Like, crap. And then after I pay it all off, I still have bankruptcy on my credit report 7 to 10 years after that date. So yeah, I'm like, okay, so 10 to 15 years of dealing with that. No, I can't do that. I don't know. I don't know what to do. I have no options, and it's like people, just do the snowball effect. I'm like, dude, seriously, like I've been trying to do that, and it slowly, and it's going to take me like, I did the math. It's going to take me like 10 to 15 years to do that. And it's soul crushing. It's soul crushing. Because like, I honestly think that's one reason that she won't come back. I try, and I was honest and told her about my debt, and that I think that pushed her away even more. And cause it just teaches me not to be open with people again. It teaches me to keep things inside and not tell anybody anything about what's going on in my life, because if I do, that means they're gonna fucking leave me. And yeah, people are gonna be like, oh, just suck it up. Yeah, okay. That's what I've been doing for so damn long, sucking it up, and it's getting to the point where I can't suck it up anymore. And it's, I don't know what to do. I really don't. I don't have anybody to talk to about this, to give me advice, to help me through it, to support me and be like, no, we'll figure it out. And she said she would, and she just cut me off. And I really don't know how to get out of this. And I don't see a way. Anyway, yeah, so that went a little bit farther down than I wanted to do. I was just going to mention a couple things about that. Because I can't talk to anybody about it. I talk to random people that might watch my video for 5 fucking seconds. Yeah, nobody really fucking cares. Because they're like, I don't know what to tell you. I'm like, I'm not asking for you to tell me what to do. I'm just wanting somebody to fucking listen to me and support me. Like, say, hey, it's going to be all right. I'll help you figure this out, or something. And I got nobody. I had somebody, and I had somebody's multiple like times, and it's just they don't want to deal with me, I guess. Yeah, so that leads me to this, like, people are like, oh, well, you'll find somebody, you just, get out there, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, all right, well, how the fuck do I do that? Like, I was married for so long. It was completely different back then. Now it's fucking scary. I can't just go up to random women and talk to them because I'm, like I said, might get maced, or they'd be like, why are you talking to me? I posted on Reddit today about this. Something that happened to me today. Just trying to, couldn't think of anywhere else to post it. Like, trying to find, like, maybe somebody knows her, or maybe she saw, I don't know. Like, I don't know. So I was at Crabtree walking around, and, just walking, just because I wanted to walk, but I didn't want to walk outside. I wanted to, like, see stuff. So I was walking around there, and I was coming down the stairs near Cheesecake Factory. I see this very attractive woman walking towards me to go up the stairs, and she had a Japanese style tattoo on her left arm, and I have mine on my right. We both looked at each other's tattoos, and we kind of locked eyes for a second, smiled, and she walked past me, and I kept walking. I'm sitting there, I'm standing, I'm like walking. I'm like, why the hell didn't I say anything? Like, I like your tattoo, or something. And I just walked into the next store that I was wanting to walk into. I just stood there, like, berating myself in my head about this is why you can't find anybody. You never take the fucking risk. Because whenever I do, nothing comes of it. So I posted on Reddit, just telling the story, hey, I saw this one, we smiled at each other, just venting. I get a whole bunch of, oh, look, another mall Romeo, thinking someone smiling at them means they're falling in love. And I'm like, and that's all I got. Like, just post after, like, comment after comment, just people berating me about, this is why women don't smile at men anymore. And I'm like, what, like, I'm just sitting here venting. I fucking let them, I'm like, Jesus, I'm like, what is wrong with you people? I was just venting, and just hoping, like, maybe, something. I don't know. And I'm like, this is why there's so much, there's so many male suicides, because the guys can't do anything. Like, if I had told a story like, oh, I talked to this woman, and, they'd be like, oh, another guy thinking he's big and bad can get women. And there's no satisfying anybody. And, like, I was so damn pissed. I just deleted posts. Yeah, I was just like, what? Nobody cares about other people's strife anymore. They just worry about themselves. I mean, yeah, that's what I'm doing too, but still, it's like I was just trying to find a connection with somebody, and I didn't know, like maybe there would have been something. I don't know. I'll probably never see her again, like every other. Yeah. So, and this is me just venting again because that's all I freaking do on this with nobody watching. So I just talking to myself as usual, but at least this time it's recorded, so people are like, "Oh, damn, this dude's fucked up." Yeah, I'm broken. That's why it's salvage title Vodcast, because I'm so broken. And I'm honest about me being broken, and nobody, they're like, "Oh, all right, I don't want to deal with that." It's like, but people are like, "Oh, you need to reach out and find your friends." Okay, where's my friends at? They're like, "Well, you need to text them." I'm like, I get tired of fucking being the one fucking texting. Hey, I need to talk to somebody. Oh, well, I'm busy right now. Or, oh, I'm about to go do this. Why don't you come with me? I'm like, I don't want to fucking go do shit. I want to sit somewhere and fucking talk to somebody. Actually have a human fucking interaction. The only interaction I get is like when I go to a coffee shop to order my coffee. You just tell them what I want, and 90% of the time they already know, so I don't even have to say anything. It's not like I'm gonna, confide in my barista. No. Yeah, I got the trying to be positive. Try. So I got the email from the apartments I looked at yesterday. I fucking love those places. Like, and he sent me the little virtual tours, like one I didn't go look at because I was wanting to know what it looked like inside. It's a little bit higher price, but they're running a deal right now, and I have to sign by June 30th, which is probably not going to happen. But it's a one bedroom. It's the one that's like on a corner of the building, so it's like normally it's like 1,800, but they're running like a deal where it's like 2 months off, and they prorate it. They put it through. You could either do it 2 up front, or you could do it throughout all your whole lease. And it's like the shortest one they have right now is 13 months. I'm like, oh, I'll probably do that. Ends up being like 1,500 a month for 13 months. I'm like, damn. I'm like, it's not bad. And it's so cool. Like I'm not on Facebook, so I can't do it on either of these to do it to post up the virtual tour because it's freaking cool as shit. Like if I was talented, I could have probably set that up so I could like do like while I'm streaming, show it to you like in the corner, or put me down a little bit small in the corner, and I could like buy through a tour of it. But yeah, and it's like Trader Joe's right next door. I can walk to it, and then like Sheets is on the other side. I don't like I need Sheets, but still, in case I need something like 2 o'clock in the morning, be like, damn, I need something to drink. I ain't got shit in here, and then I walk down there and get it. Best thing is you can't get locked out because all of them have the key. You just punch in a code on your door to get in. But if the battery, you do have a manual key too. So I'm like, that's pretty cool. And that's how you get in your same code to get in your garage into the door. There's like a door that's locked to get in to the building to walk up the stairs to your apartment. That's also locked. And I'm like, don't have to worry about like solicitors or anything like that. It's like, this is cool. And the garages, I was built like having it in my head of like the size of like I could probably fit the Subaru and the bike in there if I needed to. Not like on a daily basis, but like if there's a storm like hail or, if I'm going to go out of town, I don't need the car, I can put the car in the garage with the bike. It's secure. with my tools and stuff that, like, I wish I could, but I can't. Yeah. I shouldn't have looked at them because I fell in love with them. Yeah. So, and then, so I was at the mall walking around, and I got there before the mall opened. Like one of the old guys walking around with all the other old people. I mean, they're older than me, but still, walking around, and it's like, it was a good walk, without sun beating on me and all that, listening to my music. Ended up, closed my damn exercise ring today. Haven't done that in a long time. Because I walked in, and then I got home around like 2 or something. Something like that. Oh yeah, I went back to Trader Joe's to get something to eat, for lunch, and then came back, and then I ate, and then I told Rocket, hey, relax for a little while, rest, and then we'll go on Monkeys. Here's, and told him that. He had this look like, oh, okay. And then about a little bit before 4, about 3:45, he's sitting at the end of the bed, like not on the bed, but on the floor, staring at me, squeaking, and then putting his paw on the bed. That's usually his, hey, I want something. I'm like, what do you want, bud? It's like, what do you want? And he's like, and comes over and noses me, and then goes back and puts his paw on the bed. I'm like, what do you want? I'm like, all right, you need to go outside. And he starts spinning around. I'm like, all right, cool. So I take him outside. He's outside, pees, comes back in, and then he's like running around like an idiot, like more than normal. I'm like, he didn't even pee outside. He went downstairs, sniffed around, then came running back inside. I'm like, what is going on? Come to find out, I'm like, is it because I said the word earlier? And he started like spinning around and squeaking at me, and I'm like, oh my god, he remembered. And I'm like, all right, I guess so. Like, it's hot out there, bud, but all right, we'll go. So I grabbed his leg. That really freaked him out. So I went for a walk. Didn't really feel like it, but went for a walk, and then it was like, we were walking. It was like starting to feel better, like still like my heart rate was going up, so my anxiety was kicking up. Just kept walking because he wanted to. I was like, all right, we'll walk. And I started feeling better, and like it helped my mood, And I was like, thanks, bud. You knew I needed that. Get back to the house, and running inside. He drinks a whole bunch of water, and then he like runs back to the front door. I'm like, we're not going back out again. We're not going to walk again. He had this look like, but why not? I got my water. I'm ready to go. I'm like, idiot. So, but it was like a good 30-minute walk, I don't know what was going on down the end of the street, like into my neighborhood on the main road. It had a fire truck blocked off, like a supervisor truck's blocking it off. And then there's a fire truck there with hoses out and stuff. And they were like on the side of the road, and they were in construction. And I don't know if one of the construction pieces of equipment caught fire or what. And I was like, all right, this is weird. It's not like they're going to report that in the news because nobody cares about Cary, the little spot there. If it was like in a, ritzier neighborhood, maybe they'd be like, oh, this happened. But I think they cleared up enough, quick enough before they, like, news could get out there, probably. Just got another follower on Twitch, it looks like. I mean, I'm getting followers. That's cool. Yeah. Oh, what was it? There's something else. Oh yeah, I was walking around the mall, and of course I went in the Lego store. See all the Legos back there. 48-year-old man playing with Legos. Yeah, might as well. Calms my brain. Haven't bought any in a while, so my brain was like, I need something. I talked myself out of it, but I did not know these were coming out, and I'm very, very excited about it. And I was like, I want those, but I can't. So I'm really big Fast and Furious fan. I love those movies. Favorite one, Tokyo Drift. Anyway, so I've got if I can turn right, so you can see the orange one. There's the Supra that they came out with recently from the first one, and then in the case behind it is Dom's Charger, the one that they came out with, and I didn't get it, but I found it on eBay. And it was a damaged box, so it was about the same price as it was new. So Lego collectors are weird like that. Oh, box is damaged. I don't want it anymore. I'm like, I'll take it. I'll build it. And then people sell the built ones for even more than that one. I was like, whatever. Anyway, so they came out with 2 new ones. So I also have in the other case back there, there's the Skyline from Too Fast, Too Furious, Speed Champion size. So they just released the bigger version of it, and it's not as big as the cars on the wall. I'm thinking it's bigger than the Supra. I know that. It's probably about the size of the DeLorean that I have up there, and you can't see it, but it's probably like, 12. It said like 16 inches or something like that. But yeah, I was like, oh. Then they had a new Speed Champions one too, from Too Fast, Too Furious, the Honda S2000, the pink one. And I'm like, I don't care. I want it. I almost got that one, but I was like, no. I know it's only $27, but no, I can't. I don't have room. That's why I keep telling you I don't have room for it. That's the bad thing about getting an apartment that's bigger than what I have now, because then I might end up decorating it with Legos. Yeah, ladies, you want to, come over with a tattooed bad boy looking guy and then go in his apartment and see a whole bunch of Legos? Yeah, that's attractive. I mean, I don't know. Alina liked them. She thought they were cool. Yeah. So anyway, yeah, I was like, that's cool. I was like, I need to post this on Facebook. Oh yeah, I deactivated my account. So I got a whole bunch of pictures. I only deactivate it for a week, so just give me a good break from it, but there's stuff I want to post just because I want to share it, not because I want the validation, but at the same time, I'm like, I can't trust myself. I can't trust myself not to try to find out what they're up to. I don't know why it's like this. I don't like. Yeah, I'm trying to, become a better person, or what I was before. I don't know. I don't know what I'm trying to do. I know I'm trying to exercise more. I found my other weights I needed, because I was I need something for this to do this exercise, and I started looking up. I'm like, you know what? I think I have something down in the basement. I don't need to buy anything. Let me check that first. So I checked. I'm like, yep, that'll work. I'm actively trying to, too little, too late kind of thing. But I'm actively trying not to spend money I don't need. But I did order something today I shouldn't have. I don't know why. It's only $10, but still, I'm like, what? Because usually what I do is I'll find something on Amazon. I thought, like, when I was at the mall, I was going in they had like 3 or 4 stores now that have like Japanese stuff. Of course, Too Fast, Too Furious, Tokyo Drift. I got that. So I like Japanese stuff. So I was trying to find, I can't remember how to pronounce it, but the train hooks. They're like, people put them on the bumpers of their cars. I actually read about that. I can't remember the name. Bazuku, the motorcycle gangs used to go in and steal those off the train cars, and then they would attach them to their bikes to their cars to say, I'm not afraid to do this, that was kind of like a status symbol. So it just kind of filtered in the car, modification things, and then it moved over here, and yeah. So I got ones that were it was a 2-pack for $10. So I was like, screw it. Yeah. And usually what I do on Amazon, this is how I get my situations, is I'll find something like, oh, well, I need this much more to get the next day. So I'll find a whole bunch of other little things to, get. And then instead of it being like $10, it ends up being like 35 or 100, because I'm like, oh, well, since I'm making a Amazon order, I might as well buy the stuff that I need for later. No. So trying to force myself not to even order that stuff. So I ended up just ordering that. Instead of it being first thing in the morning, it'll be sometime tomorrow. And I'm like, I shouldn't have done it, but whatever. It's $10, $10 is $10. But I did not put it on a credit card. So that's progress, I guess. And I still have money for my bills. So I'm good. I kicked ass last week in hours. I don't know what my final hours are, because I don't think Marie was there to, do it. So I might get that tomorrow or something. I don't know. But yeah. And the thing is, so I did take a picture of it. I'm going to show you the picture. And I can't, I need to figure out a way to do the weird, cool stuff and swipe to a screen and it pops up and you can see it. That'd be cool to do. But you can do it some way. Where is it? Oh yeah, here it is. So let's see. So there we go. There it is. And then you can see the on the side the pink one. I didn't get a picture of that. I should have got a picture of that, because no one has it but the Lego store, and they don't have it in stock online to order. It's back ordered, both of them. Oh no, the small one is. So, but they have them in stock at the store, and I should have just, because they had a whole bunch. But I'll wait. I have to. I'm gonna check this out. Okay, picture of this. There's my underglows. Came out all right. I had to turn the exposure down on the phone. And this one. Oh, that shows up pretty good. Yeah, see that. Oh yeah. The one that I wanted to do and put the Mario Star Power music too. That one's not bright enough in that situation. So I gotta try to do it like one night at some point. I'm just delete my here. Kennedy dismisses entire U.S. CDC vaccine panel, replacing all 17 members. Yeah. Well, this one actually has a profile picture. See who's following me. Oh. Привет. Как дела? Insaniat. I'm trying to read it. I think it's Russian. It could be. Gora. Those words sound familiar, and I can't place them. Oh, you play DayZ? Yeah, I don't play any video games. Maybe just follow me just because. Who knows? That's live 2 hours ago. Might have to check you out too. See what you're all about. I like hearing Russian. Sorry. I don't know if you understand what I'm saying. Are you the one watching me? Maybe not. Whatever. Doesn't matter. Let's get back to. Let's see. What was I gonna do? Oh, I gotta check that. Oh yeah. Oh, another thing. Like I was planning on doing my European trip later this year, and I'm not gonna do it. Like I want to, but I'm like I can't. With the way my finances are right now, I don't think it's a good idea. Like I couldn't. I was gonna get the tickets yesterday, and I didn't have any card that had enough room to get the plane tickets. So I'm sitting there like, well, I could do this. I'm like, no, I don't need to open another card. I don't need to do this. I don't need to do that. Like, if I can't, I can't. Like, I know I'm getting money in October. I think September, October for a retention bonus, but that's gonna be too late. So, but I'm keeping my vacation open for right now. I might end up canceling. I don't know. What I might do is I might end up like, I might go down to Miami. Because I don't have a class there for a while. So, I go there to like actually hang out. Like maybe, talk to some of the locals in Sunny Isles. Little Odessa, little Moscow, however you want to put it. Come get me some Pelmeni and Tort Napoleon. Listen to the Ukrainian radio station they've got playing. Listen to all the people talking in Russian, Belarus, and Ukrainian. It's awesome. I wish. I've been watching the news recently, and it's borderline political, what's going on in Ukraine right now, and I have to, if any Ukrainians are watching, you got them good. that was with the drones and their bombers, that was good. They call it Russian Pearl Harbor. I'm like, whoa, easy. That's a little bit rough, but so far Russia's retaliation has been pretty bad. So, my heart goes out to all of you. So, on both sides, because I know some of the I know some Russian people that are for it, and then there's a bunch that are against it. I think it just depends on how close you are to, in that situation, because I know the political climate in Russia is a little bit different. You can't, and also like, their media is very controlled, not like ours. But yeah, so I got two people watching me on Twitch. I don't know if anybody's watching me on YouTube live because it doesn't tell me that. So if either of you are that are watching me, I got something special for you. Oh wait, hold on, I gotta hit the right button. Pizdец нахуй, блять. Oh, well, and since it's Привет, добрый вечер. Yeah, because it's evening here, so in the good old US of A, East Coast. So I don't know. I don't know who's actually watching me if they're Russian. I did have a tag. Let me take it off for it's got Ruski. I don't speak much of it anymore. Start again. I don't know. I'm debating. People say have a good. I pronounce well, so I don't know if you. You tell me. So Anyway, let's see. What else? What else I got? Damn, only 40 minutes. See, this thing is like, it's like I have a whole bunch of stuff. And usually, like, right about now, I'm like, crap, I don't have anything else. Music's all right tonight. It's that same stuff I had on last night. So, still doing, some of it's doing the back and forth in my headphones. So, I need to figure out how to change, like, what I hear, just mono instead of stereo. Maybe that'll help. Well, it went down to 1. Bye, guys. Whoever that was. That's usually what happens. Somebody watch for a while. No, it's not interesting enough. What, you expect me like to blow my brains out or something on live or get naked or something? This isn't no OnlyFans. No, I wouldn't do that. I don't know. Maybe I can make money doing that. Be like, I'll do what you want. I'll do whatever you want. No. That's weird. So what if some of my friends, find me on there and be like, I saw you. I made you do stuff for $5. I'm like, I mean, $5 is $5. $20 is $20. I don't know. Tomorrow, get my hair cut. And then go to my psych appointment. I gotta make my lunches for the week too. So there's this one streamer, and I catch it every now and then. I'm like, and call me misogynist. I don't care. It's this Russian girl. I don't know how old she is, but because a little bit different there. But and she's always in the kitchen cooking something and talking about it. I don't know what she's saying, but I like hearing her voice while she's doing it, and she's cooking it a lot, and I'm like, it relaxes me. I don't know why. Like I just enjoy it. It reminds me of last year when I go over her apartment, and she's like, well, she's like, you can come over, but I'm cleaning and cooking. I'm like, all right, that's cool. I'll just spend time with you. And I loved it. I just sit there and watch her, and she'd look over and smile. She's like, why are you smiling at me? I'm like, you look happy. She's like, I am happy. But she was. I don't know. Yeah, there we go. All right. Okay. Something else. My ears get hot in this. And I have to, my ears itch. I don't know. Oh, so I did get some news today, and it's not good news or bad news for me. It was just news for me, but it was bad news for somebody else. I hate it. It sucks. My apprentice I had for a little while at work. He was learning stuff. He was catching it. But corporate, the up and ups were like, why are we training this guy? And he's been there for 3 years or however long he'd been there. And so they were like, yeah, because he was, nobody ever really trained him, but he wanted me to, because when people that tried just would say, oh, this is what you do, and they'd walk off, and he'd be like, what? So I gave him a little bit more, held his hand a little bit more, and explained stuff to him in a different way that he understood. I mean, he was starting, like, he couldn't understand electrical, and he started picking up. He did. I know he did. But corporate's like, no, either he goes full flat rate again, or he goes back to Express. So he went back to Express because he knew he wouldn't be able to survive on flat rate because he tried and it didn't work. So then he was Express again, and then they moved him over to used cars because they had a bunch of used cars, and the used car guy needed help. So he started doing that. And then one of the guys at work, he video calls me. I'm like, what the hell? And he's like, you got your wish. I'm like, what are you talking about? He shows me next to my box. That's where he had his box. My apprentice or ex-apprentice. And it was gone. I was like, well, what happened? Oh, they let him go. I'm like, Ralph finally fired him. He's like, no, it wasn't Ralph. It was corporate. Apparently they're cracking down on anybody under the age of 25. If you have more than one infraction on your license, it's too expensive for them to insure you. So gone. I was like, oh shit. Yeah, that's rough. I feel it for him. I do. But you know, it is what it is. But I ain't gotta worry. I haven't gotten a ticket. When was the last time I got a speeding ticket or any? I think it was 2008 or 9. I think it was. Yeah. Careless and reckless. I was doing a wheelie on my bike in front of a cop. Didn't know it was a cop. It was unmarked. Good times. It was a glorious wheelie too. Rode that out all the way through first. Got it in a second. Dipped down. Just touched the ground. Not slammed. Just touched the ground. I was like, hell yeah. Rear mirror. There's blue light. Damn it. And he's like, why'd you do that? I'm like, because it's fun. He's like, you should know better. I'm like, I do, but it was too much fun. I'm like, he's like, oh, I gotta give you a ticket. I'm like, that's fair. I mean, I'm not gonna deny it. Like, yeah, yep. I still got a lawyer and got knocked down to, what was it? Exceeding the speed limit or something stupid. But yeah, whatever. So, yeah, that was the last time I got a ticket for anything. Not the last time I got pulled over. I've been pulled over plenty of times since then. But usually they're like, all right, you get out of here, old man. Yeah. So, and so far, I haven't gotten pulled over for my speed that I usually do on some of the roads around here. I'm not gonna incriminate myself, but yeah, I would probably end up going to pay you in the ass prison. Yeah, because of race car. That's the drawback of having a straight legal rally car. I mean, it's not really a rally car. I mean, it's modeled after a rally car. I mean, it does handle jumps pretty good. Ask me how I know. It's not as good as my Raptor was going over the train tracks, but it's all right. Yes. Let's see. I don't have anything else important to do tomorrow. Everything's kind of spaced out just right, so I'll have enough time to do my normal waiting to do the next thing without it being like hours. Haircut at 9 and then be done around 10. You all owe me $1 for seeing that sexy thing. Rocket. Sometimes, if you're lucky, he'll wag, laying upside down. Wags? You gonna give me wags, bud? No? Okay. He almost did it first. Like his tail will droop over. Like instead of flopping off the bed, it'll be over and he'll start doing like this, wagging. It's so funny. Oh, my buddy. I don't know. I honestly don't know where I'd be like if I didn't have him. He's happy. He's a happy boy. Stinky boy. Needs a bath. More money. Such is life. It gets. Let's see. Yeah, but yeah. Haircut 9 to 10, and then from 10, I don't have to. Then I have to be out my doctor's appointment, North Raleigh, about 30 minutes away at 2. So it's like 4 hours. Give me enough time to get home, relax for a little bit. Take me about 45 minutes to cook my lunches. Hill minis. I still do those. Even though every time I go into that store, I'm like looking around, like making sure she's not in there. I don't see her car outside, but my luck, she got something else, or she rode with her somebody or something. So I'm like, or I expect like walking outside, she's out there, give me a dirty look. Why are you here? I had to get my food. My Hill minis. They're probably not good for me. They're I know they're better than a lot of the American fast food stuff. Still good. I've not gotten fast food in like a month, I think. I've gotten breakfast a couple times, but that's not nearly as bad as the fake burgers and stuff. No French fries. No, none of that stuff. I've actually stayed away from fried stuff. Amazingly enough, doing pretty good. Feeling a little bit better about all that stuff. So, but it's process. Have to stick with it, like I did last time, and not watch the scale. You know, when it goes up a little bit, be like, it's fine. Just, you know. Man, I almost want to deactivate Facebook just for these, and then deactivate it. But then nobody can watch the video, so I don't know. Because I'm doing good with it not being on my phone, but I would still look it up on the browser. So, yeah. And no, I don't get a lot of viewers on Twitch or YouTube. And I don't get that many on Facebook either. So, kind of moot point. I don't know. I'm gonna keep doing it, and like with extra, it just takes time. Like I've been doing this like 3 weeks now, so I know a bunch of streamers, you know, that are successful now started out the same way, but it's not for me. It's not popularity. I just want people to watch, you know, maybe learn something. Like I don't want to be like that guy. I don't know how my life got to this point. Sometimes I'm like, how did I get here? I was content in my life. Like I didn't like it, but I was content. I was like, all right, well, this is the life I have. I'll make the best of it. And then just everything. Yeah, about this time 2 years ago, just everything fucking turned upside down, and I'm like, I had no idea what to do at that time either. Like I didn't know. I had a harebrained nuclear option of moving to Alaska. Shit, and moving there and working like the oil. I remember seeing ads for mechanics for Alaska when I was in Hawaii. You'd work there for 6 months, make like $100 grand working for 6 months, and then you'd have 6 months off. Because during the winter months there, it was way too cold to work on cars, but you could during the last cold months. But you would get bank, you know. So I was gonna do that, but I'm kind of glad I didn't do that. Yeah, that was another one of my. Just do that. Okay. Nuclear option. No, I mean I do have, I have a place to stay. Still got my buddy. I have a bed. I have things. I have clothes. I have food to eat. You know. I just don't have it. The rest of the stuff. I don't have somebody, you know, just to be there. And I don't understand, like, some people, how they can just go through life without having someone. I don't know. Like, I've met people like that, and like they're a little bit odd. I'm like, well, I guess that's me now. Crap. Yeah, I don't want to be like that. I don't. I've accepted it, but I don't want to. I want to have somebody not to take care of me. I don't want a mother. I want a partner. I want somebody that, that will stick around while I'm in the struggle and not just leave. Sit there. Give me, kind words and be there with a smile when I get home from work. How was your day? It was good. So, I mean, and that's the thing is, I had all this stuff, money stuff and all that when I was with her, and I was like, I'll figure it out. It wasn't like I was just ignoring it. It was like I didn't stress about it because I had her and I had somebody in my life that was said nice things about me, saying how handsome I was and how smart I was, and when I did stuff for her, she's like, that's so nice of you. I appreciate it. I'm like, thank you. But, I just don't know how to find that again. And when I'm in this, like, I know, like, everybody will probably say, oh, well, you get yourself, you need to love yourself. You need to get yourself to a point where you can support yourself. Do you realize that's going to take forever? It's going to take so long that I'm going to just give up, because I just desperately want somebody in my life that's always just a text away, or always a phone call away, or all I have to do is just turn around and they're there. And I thought I had that for a long time, and I didn't. She had given up on me a long time ago too. And yeah, it's pattern. People just give up on me. Everybody just ends up giving up on me. And I'm like, I'm still here. I haven't given up on myself. But that didn't mean anything. That didn't mean much to anybody. They're like, oh, well, that's what you're supposed to do. But as soon as I start talking like bad, everybody's like, oh, well, you need help. You need to talk to somebody. Who? Well, there's a number 988, and you can get a therapist. I'm like, a therapist isn't going to give me a hug. I can count on my 2 fingers here how many times I've gotten a hug from somebody since the last time I saw her. And people are like, oh, I'll give you a hug next time I see you. They don't. Nobody knows how important just a fucking hug is. I'm a huggy guy. It's something I picked up when I was in Hawaii. A complete stranger come up to you and you start talking. They're like, all right, I'll see you later. They give you a hug. What? That's weird. But I was like, that's awesome. I wish we could do that in here in like the mainland, in society in general. Meet somebody, shake hands, and you hug. Nobody understands how important human contact is. until you don't have it, until you don't have those people to give you a hug. You know, I have him. Him. I hug him at night. I'm so glad he lets me cuddle with him for a little while at least, until he gets hot. You know, and he's like, "Oh, no, that's enough." And he gets up and lays on the floor, like lays on his bed, turns around a couple times, plumps down. Like, oh, sorry. Word up. Uh, I even thought about like getting trying to find a massage parlor. Not like not for that kind of stuff, but like, you know, somewhere that's actually like, you know, women that, you know, massage, not dudes. But like just so I could have human contact, like somebody touching me and yes. I don't know. Yeah. So many times I've wanted to text be like, listen, I know you're busy, but I just really need and I know she just wouldn't respond or and I keep thinking she watches these. No, she doesn't. She doesn't. She can care less about me. I have friends that say they care, but I don't. I don't feel it. You know, I get. You know, I hang out with people. They talk about their problems, and I'm like, I'm trying. I try to help. I try to, you know, be positive for them, but it's so hard for me to be like, well, at least you have that problem. You know, they're complaining about like they have problems with their, you know, relationship or, you know, new house or something like I'm like, or anything. And I'm like, I am grateful for the stuff I do have, but all of it means nothing when you're alone. I mean, yeah, I live with my dad, 48, and I live with my dad. I feel like, and that's the thing that always goes through my head, all this stuff. Whenever I see someone out in the world that I'm like, I feel like I could have a connection with them. Like just there's something about them, you know. And then suddenly all that goes through my head. How are you going to tell them that you live with your dad? How do you tell them that you are in so much in debt that you'll never be able to move out? And then suddenly it's like, oh, that's right. That's why I'm alone. Because I don't have, the only thing I have is my love. And it hasn't been told that's not enough. And so that means I'm not enough for anybody. So yeah, I'm going to be alone for a long time. Oh wow, that was creepy. Can I stop talking? Suddenly the music stops too. Yeah, nobody's watching. I don't care. Nobody's going to watch this. They're going to watch like 5 minutes and be like, oh, nope, no, I can't deal with that. So yeah. Yeah. No, I like, and things I like. I thought today it was like used to. There's a point in my life where you know I was single, you know, decades ago, and be like, I'm bored. Who am I gonna go see? I could think of somebody to go bother at work, or I knew they weren't at work, or I knew they weren't doing anything. But now it's like everybody I know has family, has a job, has things they're doing, and I'm like, I got nothing. I sit here, watch TV, scroll, like look at stuff that I don't need to buy, and it's like I can't, there's only so much I can do, without spending money. I washed the blankets today because they were covered in dog fur, and then I vacuumed because the carpet was no longer off-white. It was gray. It doesn't take long. I was active today. Not as active as I am. Well, it's weird because like at work, I'm moving around all day long, and my watch does not count any of that as exercise. I go out and walk twice for like 30 minutes, and my watch is like, oh, you're good. So, I don't know. Tomorrow morning, I'm going to try to do it in the morning. It didn't work this morning. I was going to. I was up early enough. Woke up before my alarm that I set at 4. Alarm went off at 4. I was like, okay. And then 4:15 hit before, like that almost. And I was like, ugh. It's like, I'll go walk later because I was off. So I was like, I'll just walk later. And I did. I did do it. So it's not like I just didn't. I'm trying. Baby steps, I guess. It just feels like I'd make a few steps forward and then fall severely, like half a flight of stairs, and then I have to get up and do it again. And it just, I think a weaker person would have already just given up. I don't know. Maybe that means I'm stronger. I'm just stubborn. I don't know. Yeah. Deep thoughts. Deep, scary thoughts. Like I don't even expect anybody to even console me or say, "Oh, dude, it'll be okay," or half expecting people like be like, "Go ahead, do it live. I want to see it." I'm just trying to see if there's anything interesting on any of the news things they talk about, like I did last night. I think I lost a viewer or two because of that. Yeah, so is there no European trip? It sucks. Just really looking forward to the experience, but I don't think it'd be a good idea because I don't know what my mind state would be at that time, because I might just like get there and just make my way into one of the countries that doesn't care if I stay, I mean, I'd miss him. Nope. Yeah, so, but yeah, I'll figure out something to do. Something doesn't cost a lot. I mean, that's a few months away. September, like mid-September into right beginning of October. So who knows? Maybe I'll find somebody by then, and we can take like a 2-week trip to the mountains or something, or beach, or Miami, or who the fuck knows? Don't know. It's just weird trying to, after, having all these dreams and hopes and everything with someone, and then suddenly they're all gone. It seems so familiar. Like I've been through this before. Oh yeah. Just 2 years ago. Fucking sucks. It's one of those things. It's like you don't know somebody. You don't really know anybody, and you think like, oh, I would never do that to you, and then they do the same thing, and it's like, and then they're worried that you're gonna leave them for somebody else, and they're like, yeah, so you just leave me. I don't know if there's somebody else or not. Like, I don't know. Like, I mean, it wouldn't surprise me, because that's just usually what happens. So, sorry, I got into the music there for a second. Oh, 11. So, all right, well, I'm not getting anybody to chat with me. I don't do the whole like marathon streaming thing because I don't have that much to say because I don't do anything. I still want to do the segment thing, but I need to have idea about that. I was going to do that today too. Damn it. Might have a little bit of time tomorrow. I don't know. I mean, yeah, I will, because I'll get out of my appointment at like 3-ish. I mean, usually I'm in there for like 15 minutes, but I'll get there on time, and then I have to sit and wait for whatever reason. So, but yeah, I'll be here again tomorrow. Still debating on going back on Facebook. I don't know. I need to stay strong though on that. Like, it's an addiction. All that stuff is an addiction. Looking at other people's memories and things popping up, and other people's happenings and all, and you're like, I wanted to do that. And you're like, I want to do that myself, and then you're like, oh, this sucks without having other people. Like I thought about seeing a movie, and I'm like, just feel like sad and pathetic, going to see a movie by yourself. And like somebody, oh, just, I'll go with you. Like, no, you won't. You say that, but you won't. Like, I wish there was a way to find people to hang out with, I mean, yeah, like some of the dating apps have the friend side, but it's like, it shows me dudes. And a lot of times I don't have a lot of commonalities with dudes. Like, I don't want to, go out and watch a movie with a dude, because the whole popcorn trick doesn't really, it isn't the same. But yeah, a lot of guys that I know that are friends of mine, a lot of their beliefs are different than mine on some things. So it's frustrating, because it's like, I'm not a liberal, and I'm not Republican. I'm not right. I'm not left. Both sides suck. And then I've talked to some of my friends that are like, oh yeah, they suck. And then I start saying something like, oh, well, no, like they'd be really Republican. Like, wait, what? Like, I don't understand, And that's why I don't talk politics, because it's dangerous. Like, I believe I've lost friends about with some of the stuff I've posted online, and I'm like, but you didn't say anything when this happened, all this. Then there's the whole Israel Palestine thing. I don't want to get involved in that because it's one of those things been going on a long time, and I'm like, yeah, Ukraine, Russia, that's a lot different. There's a lot of weird opinions on that, and I had to like mute somebody for a while because they were like, I was like, listen, you have your opinion, have mine. I can't change yours. You can't change mine. He's like, it's not an opinion, it's fact. I'm like, no, you don't know what fact means. That, and you're like, oh, you just look it up on the internet. I'm like, there's the problem. You can look up something on the internet and find exactly what you're looking for and exactly the way you want to say it. There's a bunch of weirdos out there. Look at this guy. I'm pretty weird. I mean, you gonna believe everything I say? No, I hope not. God, I hope not. You got more problems if you're gonna listen to what I say. But yeah, I mean, like I have opinions on a lot of stuff, and if I start spouting that stuff, people are gonna be like, "What? You don't look like that kind of guy." A lot of people are like, "Oh, you're one of those hippie lefties." I'm like, no, I believe that people should have the right to choose for stuff. Oh, you're gonna take my guns away? I'm like, no, like I have my own. I just think it would be better if there's a little bit more background checks, because like there's people that go out and buy guns that probably shouldn't have them, because that's our right to bear arms. Yeah, I don't. A lot of those people aren't gonna protect other people. They're gonna just protect themselves. Anyway, I've carried guns. I've been in a line of work where I had to carry a gun, and even with that, I never had to actually pull my gun and shoot somebody. Even going in bad parts of the area I lived, never had a reason to use it. Never had a reason to pull it out. But apparently, there's people out there like, oh, I had to pull my gun when it went there. I'm like, why? They were looking at me funny. So you're gonna threaten somebody because they looked at you because you probably had your hand in your pants, staring at them. Okay. All right, that's enough of that. Probably triggered some folks there. Pun intended. A lot of people have told me that I have more of a European mindset on things, and I'm like, yeah, what that stuff's like I just don't understand. Like the stuff that's going on in Los Angeles right now, and that is a whole lot of that. I don't. It's confusing to me. I'm like, why? What? Are we starting to have a civil war again? Like, in what? Where am I situated? I don't like that. I mean, I can get where I need to go, I guess. Which I don't know where that would be. Like, I don't even know what, like, how it would be split now. Before it was just like smaller bit of country. This time, who knows? We'll see. Something weird's gonna happen this year. I don't know what it is. Anyway, I've probably successfully scared everybody off now. So, probably that was the first 30 minutes. So, yeah. 8:20. Oh, I'm already getting tired. I hate that. I even took a nap today too. I don't want to fall asleep at 9 o'clock again and wake up at 11 and then be like, and then have to go to sleep and then wake up at 3. And I'm not taking melatonin. I did that before. Oh, if you've ever taken melatonin, like, yeah, you'll go to sleep and you'll wake up with that weird ass hangover. And I don't drink. And I was like, this sucks. And everybody's like, oh, it's just like a hangover. I'm like, this is why I don't drink. I don't like this. Being jittery. And I'm like, what is going on with me? I don't feel, this doesn't feel right. Awkward. There we go. All right. So let me think of something. I'm gonna try to end on a good. I'm gonna try to end on something, without a thought to think about, without me screwing it up like I did last night. I don't have any wisdom right now. Like my life is so just in chaos. So it's really hard for me to look at positive things. Like I'm trying, I really am, but it's like I keep finding faults in these positive quotes and stuff. Anyway, no, I ain't got nothing for you tonight. But I think that'll be it for tonight. Because I'm starting to get tired, and I would say I want to look something up, but I don't, because it'll just end up me getting on Amazon trying to order something. I don't need to do that. I need to figure that out. I need to come up with another solution, and I don't see how. I'm getting myself depressed again because it's like I just okay. I was hoping that I could figure this out, get myself in a situation where I could have money and move out, and she'd come back. And it just feels like it's my fault because I make poor choices on financial life stuff, and yeah, so I feel like garbage. I feel like I'm not good enough for anybody. It's like I was happy. All right. I think I stopped it on my phone. I got the picture over there, but yeah, I still have the picture up because without having it up there, it hurt just as much as seeing it, if not worse, because it's like I was throwing that away, throwing the memories away, putting the memories away, and it just, yeah. So I have to have a picture of her. I finally got all the other ones off my phone. I figured out how to do that. I put them a little flash drive. There it is. Yeah. I can't. Oh, hold on. I know how to do this. I know how to do this. Hold on. Oh, it's still bad. There. Oh, there we go. See that guy. Happiest I've ever been in my whole life. See this. That's how I was before I met her. Actually, I got one better for you. So this is a picture of me when I first got back to North Carolina after everything that happened with my wife. Actually, this is while I was still in Columbia, when I just shaved off my hobo beard. See that? And that's the way my face was, like, all the time. I actually, like, when I was with her, my phone wouldn't open because I was always smiling. And I actually had to consciously frown to get my phone to open. And somebody was like, well, why don't you just, do another face? Like, no, that it makes me remember, of what I used to be and how happy I am now. And now my phone doesn't even hesitate. So that's awesome. I smile now, but it's not the same. It doesn't feel natural. I could not stop smiling around her. Yeah, I'm going to end it this way. Let's see. I got a parting though. Yes. Don't forget to smile. Don't forget the reason for your smiles. Because one day you won't have those reasons anymore. Oh, that's a bad one. Sorry. I get nothing. Yeah. But yeah. I want to be able to smile again. I mean it. So, all right. Maybe somebody will watch tomorrow night. Maybe not. No, I'll keep doing it until somebody starts. Maybe. Who knows? Davai. Das Vidania. Boca. See you guys tomorrow.